One thing I really enjoy in life is drawing, and nothing compares to the progress I've seen you make over the years. So in today's video, I show you the easiest technique that I use to draw, ink, and color Miles Morales as Spider-Man. Let's begin today's lesson by creating a rough sketch of our character's pose. We'll start on the top left side of our page and sketch out a circle, going all the way around towards the bottom. Now the circle doesn't have to be perfect, we just want to capture the size and placement. Let's go over towards the right side of that circle. We're going to curve the body going out. Just bring that down towards the body, towards the lower half. And I'll sketch another circle along the bottom lower torso. Now you want to twist the body over towards the left. So we're going to start on the left side of that circle, angle down and out towards the knee. And we'll sketch a circle on the end. Let's bend the leg coming back up towards the foot. From the center of that circle, angle this up and out towards the right. And we'll sketch a small circle across the heel. Let's line up the top of the leg over on the right side. We're going to angle the leg coming down and out towards the knee along the back. And we'll sketch that same size circle along the bottom. Let's bend the leg coming back up. From the center of that circle, angle this up towards the ankle. And sketch a small circle. Now I'm going to twist the upper body back over towards the right. Let's start from the top of the body. I'm going to start with a straight angled line coming across underneath the head. And I'll sketch two small circles on the end. We'll start with the top and then the bottom. From the bottom of the left circle, it's going to curve this in and then down on the left side of that lower torso. Let's go up to the top right, curve the body going out, and then bring that down. Let's extend the right arm. Starting from the center of that shoulder, angle this up and out towards the elbow, and sketch another circle. From the center of the elbow, draw the arm coming up towards the hand. Now I'm going to draw a square across the top. Start with the bottom line, go up along the sides, and we'll close off the top. Now the left arm is going to be tucked in behind the body. So let's move up and add some detail to the head. We'll start with a guideline, step over toward the left. Just going to curve this down and bend that in towards the chin, towards the shoulder. From the left side of that circle, curve this down and then in towards that bottom line. Curve this out and up towards the right. Let's add an eye line going across. Starting on the left, we're going to curve this up and out towards the right side. And I'll loosely block in the eyes. We're going to leave a gap in the center, go to the left side, curve the eye going up and then out. Move over towards the right, go up and out just beside the right side of the head. And then from the inside, we're going to curve the eye coming down and back up towards the side. Let's loosely wrap the hood around the head. Starting from the top in the center, curve this out, across the eye, and just bend that in. Let's go back up to the top, curve the left side going around the head, and just pull that back in. Now I'm going to work our way up towards the top of the hood. Starting from the side, I'm going to pull this around and up towards the top. Bend this out towards the back of the head. Let's bring this down along the side. Now I'm going to add a fold. Stepping in, curve down and out towards the point, round up the end, and come in towards the bottom of the head. Now let's add a second level of detail. Let's start by adding some thickness to that upper arm. Start from the top of the shoulder, angle up and out towards the top of the elbow. Do the same thing across the bottom. From the outside of the elbow, angle this up and in towards the hand. Now we want to add in the fingers. Let's start from the bottom left corner, curve the thumb coming down and in, round out the thumb, pull this in and up towards the left side of that square. And then we'll extend the first finger going up in an angle toward the tip, round this out, and then come back down. Let's draw on the second finger, going up and out towards the right. Round this out and come back in. And it'll bend down the last two fingers, going up and down, and pulling that back up on the inside. And we'll extend the fourth finger along the outside. Let's add the inside edge of the jacket. Starting underneath the chin, start with the left side. Coming down, bending that out. Go over towards the right, curve out, and then down. And we'll wrap the jacket around the body. Starting down here, curve this up and out, and pull that back in towards the side of the body. Now on the left side, I'm just going to curve this down and back in. Let's connect the outside of the left shoulder to that bottom, curving in and then down. Let's go underneath the arm on the right, curve the jacket coming down and out, round this out and come back down. Now from the top of the circle, we're going to step up, curve the belt, going up and then out. Step down and draw that again. Now I'm going to add some thickness to the front leg. Let's start from the left side of the circle, curve this out, bend that down towards the top of the knee. And then from the inside, curve the leg coming in and up towards the bottom of that circle. Let's connect the bottom of the knee to the bottom of the ankle with a straight line. Let's go up to the top. We're going to curve the calf going up, bend that down. I'm just going to curve this up towards the top of that ankle. Now you can see the bottom of the front foot. Let's start from the top of the ankle, come down, and just bend that in towards the toe, round this out, and go back up towards the heel. Let's draw the top of the foot. Starting underneath the shin, curve this in and down, and just round out the toe. Now I'm going to do the same thing over on the back leg. Let's start underneath the circle, curve the thigh, coming down and in towards the bottom of the knee. Then from the back, draw a straight angle line coming down towards the top of the knee. Let's connect the outside of the ankle to the outside of the knee with a straight line. And then from the left side, I'm just going to round out the calf and just pull that up towards the inside of the ankle. Let's draw the bottom of the foot, curving around and then down, round out the end, and just pull that back up towards the heel. Now I'm going to move down along the shin, curve the foot coming around, just bend that up towards the toe. Now from here, we're going to layer the shorts on top of the legs. Let's start from the hip, curve this out, just follow the curve of the leg going out and down towards the knee, round this out, pull that in behind the calf. Let's add a fold in between the legs, going across. And then from the inside of the knee, we'll step up, curve the shorts coming down and out, in behind the foot, angle this up underneath the body. Now I'm going to go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now I'm going to go back and add another level of detail, starting with the drawstrings just underneath the head, just bending this out toward the left. And just draw an oval in the center of the body along the top for the symbol. Let's add a trim across the bottom of the jacket. Just adding a curve across the back. And adding a little bit more shape. And we'll just block in the pockets on either side of the hips. And we're going to separate the shoes from the leg with a curve. Now I'm going to move in with our ultra fine point marker and start adding some details and refining the shape. Let's start with the inside edge of the hood. Starting from the very top, just working our way around. Just going to add a fold along the top. I'm going to add some shape to the head. just going to add the webbing inside the head, starting with that center seam. And we'll add those webs going across. Now just work my way across the outside of the hood. Again, we're just using our sketch lines as a guide. Adding some more shape to the inside of the jacket, going out. And then adding some folds underneath the arm. I'm just layering the sweater underneath. Now just work our way across the bottom of the arm, going up towards the hand. I'm just going to add a little bit more shape to the chest area, move down towards the hip. And just roughly block in that logo across the top. And we're just adding some folds and wrinkles across the top of the shorts, going out toward the end. And then we'll layer the cap on top. And we're going to add some shape to the bottom of the foot. to add a little bit more detail to the legs. I'm going to move to a thicker marker and start adding some shadows across the body, starting underneath the hood, coming around the side of the head towards the bottom. Bring that shadow underneath the arm. And we'll go back and add some thick lines across the body. Let's add a simple tread texture underneath the foot, going up with these angled lines. And we'll do the same thing across the back foot. Once we finished our inking, we'll go back and erase our sketch lines underneath. And now the coloring process begins. We start with a red, working around the eyes. And going all around the outside of the hood. And we'll fill in those drawstrings. And we'll move up to the hand. Now to give our character a little bit more shape, we use a darker red to add some shadows across the bottom. Add a little bit of shading on the side of the head and then the inside of the palms. And we're going to use that same dark red to fill the bottom of the shoes. I'm going to use a medium blue to fill the jacket. And we'll just darken up the bottom of the trim with this medium gray. I'm going to use that same gray to cast some shadow across the bottom of the arms and just fading that up. Also pulling that shadow across the right side. Let's use that same gray and fill in the shorts. I'm using a light gray to fill in some shadows across the white areas of the body. And adding a shadow across the top of the eyes, and then moving to this dark blue, we'll fill in the head. Now we want to add a little bit of a highlight in the center of the head, so we'll just blend that in towards the center, and fade that out, and we'll darken up the bottom of the head. And we're going to darken up the center of the body, going around that symbol. Now we'll darken up the left side of the body and just fade that out towards the right to create a highlight. And we'll gradually go darker towards the right side. And we'll move down and darken up the bottom of the leg. And we'll cast a highlight on the top edge of the calf. And we'll darken up the top and fade that down. Do the same thing on the right. Just going to fade this out towards the left. And darken up the left side and blend that out. Now we just want to soften up those highlights with a light blue. So just fade that into the darker areas. And as we get closer to the end, we'll finish blending in our colors, and that's pretty much it. There's a color illustration of Miles Morales. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your requests in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.